Okay, in an attempt to go over the homework I wanted to go over in class today, instead of just sending out the answers, I'd like to take about 10 to 12 minutes and go over the quiz itself. So these are the answers to rookie quiz number 4. Here we go. Number 1, runner on third. The batter swings and misses on the third strike and the ball hits the batter. The runner on third crosses home plate when the ball bounces away from the catcher. What do? Well, let's analyze this. We know anytime the ball hits the batter, it's a dead ball. So it's a dead ball and runners have to go back to their time of pitch base. So the batter is out, yes, because it was strike 3. Even though the ball hit him, if he swung, it's still a strike. But the runner was at third, so I don't think he should score. Option 2, B, the batter is not out, and R3 returns to third, but we know it was a swinging third strike, therefore he's out. C, the batter is out, and R3 returns to third base. This makes the most sense. He swung and missed at strike 3, even though the ball hit him. It then becomes a dead ball, and runners return to their time of pitch base. Okay, question number 2. With the count of 0-2, the batter steps out of the batter's box while the pitcher is in his windup. The pitcher delivers the pitch anyway. The pitch does not enter the strike zone. What's your call? Well, first you got to ask yourself, did you give him timeout? Clearly in this question the answer is no. So anything that occurs during the pitcher throwing his pitch without the batter stepping out would be counted unless the batter stepped out and caused the balk, which in this case he did not. So the answer to number 2 would simply be ball 1. Okay, number 3. No outs and the bases are loaded. The batter swings and misses at a third strike and the pitch hits him and the ball bounces off his arm into the opposing team's dugout. What's the call? This is similar to the first one. Again, here's some things you got to take into consideration. Anytime the ball hits the batter, it's a dead ball. There could be no drop third strike. So the swinging strike 3, he's out. It hits him and it's a dead ball. So in this case, the answer would be B. The batter is out because it was a stringing third strike, and the runners all remain at their current bases. Number 4. If an ejection occurs during a play, when will the ejection take place? Anytime a player is ejected, it happens, A, when the ball becomes dead. Number 5. A pitch ball hits the ground and then hits the batter, who does not swing at the pitch, but did attempt to avoid being hit. What's the call? So let's talk about some of the things we've talked about in class. Number 1, we've said that a pitched ball could be anything, a bounced ball can be anything with the exception of a called strike. So even though the ball bounced before it hit him, he still gets his one base award for being hit by the pitch. So the correct answer would be B. The ball is dead and the batter is awarded first base. Number 6, bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter. The batter swings and misses a pitch which touches the ground before reaching the plate. The catcher catches the ball cleanly after the bounce, so we have a drop third strike. The batter runs to first and all other runners advance. The catcher steps on home plate before R3 arrives. What's the call? The correct answer is number A. The batter runner is out and the inning is over. Number 7. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The batter hits a hard grounder to F5. F5 falls on his stomach near third base. While holding the ball in his glove, he touches third base with his bare hand before R2 reaches the base. What's the call? Now, because this is a force play, we refer to this as something we spoke about in class is called electricity. On a force play, as long as the fielder has possession, which we know is in his bare hand or his glove, with that possession, if any part of him touches the base on a force play, the runner is out. However, if it was a tag, he'd need to tag the runner with the ball, the glove, or the ball-glove combination in order for the out to be recorded. So again, the correct answer here for number 7 is B. Number 8. Runner on second, 1 out. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitched ball bounces in front of the plate. While the batter swings and misses, the ball caroms off the catcher and ends up in the umpire's ball bag. What's the solution to this mess? Okay, a couple things to take into account here. a pitched ball that ends up in the umpire's ball bag is what we consider to be a lodged ball. Now, a lodged ball would normally be 2 bases. However, because the thrown ball originated from the mound, it's only 1 base. The only time that a thrown ball originating from the mound can end up in 2 bases, with 2 bases, is what we refer to as a subsequent push. When, for example, the thrown ball bounces before the plate, the catcher drops to his knees to block the ball. In his effort to pick the ball up when he's sliding, he then kicks the ball out of play. That would be a subsequent push, and that would be 2 bases from the time of the pitch. However, this is simply a lodged ball that originated from the pitcher's plate. Therefore, the correct answer is D. Dead ball. Batter is awarded first. Runner is awarded third. Something I forgot to say, the reason that the batter is awarded first is because it falls into the category of a drop third strike. If the count was 2 balls and 1 strike and he swung and missed and the ball got lodged in the umpire's bag, then the runner from second would be awarded third and the batter would just be up there and the pitch would count as a ball or strike if he swung and missed. Number 9, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Batter hits a grounder to the third baseman, who gets R3 in a rundown between home and third. R3 eludes a tag and returns to third safely. Meanwhile, R2, who is a good base runner, is standing on third base. Both are tagged. Who is out? You have to realize or determine who has legal possession of the base here. And until the original runner at R3 crossed home plate, he is still the legal runner at that base. So, even though he made a break towards home, he didn't cross home, so third base is still his. Now, if you tag both of them, the runner that is out would be B, R2. The same thing would happen if there were runners on second and third. That is what happened. The same thing would happen if there were runners on first and second, and they got the runner in a rundown between first and second, and R3 started to go. Okay, I had to take a second to get my thoughts together on this one. The same thing would happen if you had runners on first and second, and they got R2 in a rundown between second and third, and in the process, R1 went to R2, but R3 had never... The runner from second had never touched third base, so now he gets back, and you got both base runners on second base. They tag them both, and the guy who is out is the one who didn't originally occupy the base. Okay, number 10. 1 out, runner on first. Batter hits a quick one-hopper to the first baseman. R1 returns to first and is tagged while on the base. The first baseman then steps on first. Who is out? Well, the correct answer is C, both R1 and the batter runner, because even though he's on the base, he has to run because he's forced to run. However, if the first baseman would have stepped on first base first, it would have taken the force off. And then at that point, if he tagged the original runner on first base while he was on the bag, he would be safe. But because he did it in the proper sequence, he tagged the runner and then stepped on the base, it is a double play.